Hello and welcome to the Hardstuck duo. I am Too Nice, the second youngest Quake boomer, and this is Darb.
What's up? How's it going?
He's Darb.
Yeah, I'm Darb.
So the subject for this inaugural episode is going to be: will Counter-Strike ever be the same? You can read. Presumably, you figured that out for yourself.
We hope.
We hope. And we, Darb and I, we spent some time figuring this out. You know, we spent some time really trying to learn and do some research. So we watched two grand finals of majors. We watched the grand finals of the Berlin major as much as we could handle, and we rewatched the Boston E-League major. A little bit of background.
Yeah, fuck, man, that game was just.
It's so fucking good.
Fantastic, dude! Fantastic. Can't wait to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so pumped for this. I love. Like, that's probably the best Counter-Strike viewing experience I've ever had.
It was,
and
it was pretty fucking amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I wasn't even like hardcore into the game, you know, like especially when I watched it. But yeah. Anyways, we'll get to that. Continue.
Yeah. No. Speaking of, a little bit of background on our experience with Counter-Strike. I've got right around 3,000 hours. I was rank A in the ESEA. I've played the game for a really long time, and I ended up quitting right around the economy change and the AUG buff because I knew Counter-Strike was not going to be the same, and you know, watching the Berlin major kind of reaffirmed that that for me, because it was just,
man, I fell asleep twice. Like, it took me 3 days to watch that goddamn major because I fell asleep 2 nights in a row. And then woke up in the morning and finished the games, and then like rewatched it the third night, like just to be sure I didn't miss anything.
Map 2, I literally fucking had to watch it at 2 times playback speed, skipping through the like in between fucking rounds. It was so fucking boring, man.
It was actually just awful.
It was terrible.
I'm glad. Yeah, we're a couple of masochists for doing that to ourselves, for sure.
Yeah, I was actually so fucking mad before this. Darb and I were fucking talking, and he said that he only watched the first fucking map of the Berlin major because he couldn't handle watching the second one, and I was so fucking pissed off. I was so fucking angry that I had wasted my fucking time on that shit. It was a half.
Man, it's like, the thing was, I already saw an hour and a half of that nonsense. I didn't need to see another hour and a half of it. You know, like that, and it was so one-sided. So one-sided.
Yeah, I don't understand how fuckers can root for juggernauts like Astralis. Like, Astralis in a lot of ways fucking invented the current meta of Counter-Strike and ended up shifting it to the point where it's no longer as entertaining to watch, in my opinion. Like, they invented the fucking tactical nuke, right? They like before fucking Astralis started winning everything, nade kills were fucking sick. Like, the commentators would just yell Kobe, you know, because it was fucking
you're
cool.
front clipping Reddit for a frag kill. Yeah,
like, and now it's just like, oh, 3-man nade stack to just completely fucking deny a position. Wow. There were I fucking,
hence the 5-man nade stack banana in every fucking pub that you play.
I wrote this down. There were 8 nade kills in the Astralis major.
Just from Astralis?
No. That was including the one that fucking, I think it was a Vanguard that they were playing fucking had. I literally don't even fucking remember the other team. Like, it was
it was Astralis and a Vanguard in the most recent major that we watched.
Yeah, I remember Adren. I really liked him at the Krakow major. But dude, it was so weak, man. Every fucking round was so predictable. I intermittently, in my time away from CS, I've occasionally hopped on to streams to, like, you know, I wonder if CS has gotten better. I wonder if I can watch it. And every fucking time I see a fucking SG, every single time I see a fucking SG, my heart sinks. I close the tab, put my head in my hands, I fucking weep for a second.
It's like every buy round is 3 Kriegs, an AK, and an op, if not 4 Kriegs.
Yeah.
Or 3 Kriegs and 2 ops.
It does everything the AK does, but better, because you have this bullshit fucking zoom that reduces recoil and makes the gun perfectly accurate for like 2 or 3 shots.
Gives you this wicked, sick, awesome red dot, too, on your screen. I love it.
Yeah, it's fucking... Just why? And
Alright. So... let's pick one of the majors to start with, and we'll talk about the other one immediately after, and like what the difference is, and like why we're even talking about like why it'll never even be the same.
okay.
You can decide which one it is you want to converse about
Well,
first.
my notes are opened to the page where I fucking had. Hang on, is this the right page? Yes. My notes are opened to.
Glad you're prepared.
Oh yeah, it's not like we just said
Fuck
3, 2, 1, go and decided to fucking do this.
It's not like you knew we were recording this right now.
I called you up and you're like, hey, you want to do the
It's not like it's our
podcast?
first episode and everything's completely on the fucking fly because we have no idea what we're doing.
It's fine. It's fine.
Anyways,
My
Berlin or Starladder? Oh wait, no, Berlin or Boston? Sorry.
my notes are opened up to Berlin presently.
All right, let's get the disgusting one out of the way first. I like it. We'll end on the good one.
Okay. Fucking.
All right. So, first of all, Resident Sleeper. Watching the entire thing, like, so boring. Every round's so predictable. It doesn't matter what happens. If you lose an eco round, you buy the next round anyways. You basically just force deagles and like a grenade or a smoke until your whole team can buy AKs. And yeah, it's ridiculous. Every round you have an actual legitimate chance of winning in the way the new economy is.
I would actually argue that it's not every round you have a legitimate chance of winning, just because the pistols right now are so fucking weak. After they nerfed the pistols, force buys have stopped becoming a threat, and it's just making the game fucking slower. Because before, you really had to be worried if your fucking opponent just decided to force Tech 9s, Kevlar, and fucking run your ass down. That was a fucking real threat, and you had to fucking be good enough to stop it. It made the...
Okay. But, like, as far as I'm aware, like, deagles are still one tap to the head.
Yeah,
right?
deagles are still good.
We haven't completely ruined the game? Okay. Yeah, so on a professional level, like, 5 people that can actually aim having deagles, they have a chance of winning the round. Like, maybe not the initial first round, like, okay, like, Glocks into USPs, like, good luck, like, nobody really expects you to win that. But, yeah, having a full force of deagles is, like, is completely... especially when you can have it on immediately after you lose pistol round. You can buy 5 deagles and try and win that round.
Yeah, I mean, even losing pistol round before, it was this fucking complicated thing, or not that complicated, I guess, but it was, losing pistol round as teased.
Yeah, do we full save, or do we buy, like, 2 CZs and go for a pick, like, put somebody up in, like, a weird angle, like, holding an off angle, look for an entry, like, what do we do?
Yeah,
like, you actually had to put some thought into how you were going to approach the round after you lost pistol.
Yeah, if you fucking got the bomb plant, that would normally mean a full save, because you get AK's 3rd round instead of 4th, right?
Yeah, with util.
Yeah. Fucking... And because of these fucking weak-ass pistols, and because of the economy changing, the fact that you can just keep buying and buying and buying and buying and buying, it's turned rounds from these really tense things that fucking matter. Like, because the implication before when you would win a pistol round is that you would win the next 2 or 3 rounds off of that. And
at least 2. Like, 2 was pretty, realistic.
Yeah, winning a pistol, especially like second half, it either meant the end of the game or the start of a fucking comeback, because it put you at such a huge advantage. It made it really fucking important. And now it's just another fucking number. Like... your goal is at this point just to have the bigger number, like more numbers at the end, and that's not interesting because the rounds don't fucking mean anything anymore,
Like, I have in my notes here, on round 4, James had an op and was in full util on round 4 after they had 2 CZ rounds in a row after losing pistol.
It's fucking crazy.
And he was able to buy an op and util and like granted it wasn't full util, but like everybody else on the team had util, you know? Like he bought an op, so
Yeah, it's
with CZ rounds, two in a row.
it's fucking cancer, man. Goddamn. And with the fucking op as well, the op's been nerfed a few times now. When was the last time you heard someone who actually knew how to fucking play the game complain about the op?
Yeah, honestly.
Where are these nerfs coming from? What is the fucking point? First they made it painfully slow so that it fucking, prevented you from being aggressive with it in for the most part. Like, you couldn't really be aggressive with
like super aggressive. You couldn't use it like a shotgun anymore.
Yeah. And fucking and now they nerfed it again so that fucking again it just punishes peeking. It punishes you for wanting to be a ballsy player, and it's turning the game, in addition to the, Krieg and the AUG, into even more of an angle holding simulator than it already was.
Yeah.
Before it was
also, if you're missing a shot now, like even if you are holding an angle and not playing aggressive, like even if you're posted up and you miss a shot, even if you hit the first person that comes around a corner, if two people are coming around that corner, by the time you unscope and back up around the corner, you're getting pushed, man. Like you're going to have to deal with another person flying around the corner who's going to be peeking at you, and you're moving slow as shit.
Yeah, there's just nothing you can do. It's prevented aggressive opping. Right?
It's sad, man. Like it really is, because opping is like one of the flashiest things to see, but it's also like one of the most important roles, right? Like if you have a good opper, it's pretty much like it forces the enemy team to make a decision on how they're gonna take the site that they think you're on.
You have to respect a motherfucker who can hit with the op, because if you don't respect him, you're down players. Like. Additionally, from a spectator's standpoint, the op, because of how flashy it was always so fucking hype to see, Guardian fucking flicking his ass off, or Kenny S with his fucking 20 millisecond reaction time just going off, like...
Or the jump shots, like...
Yeah, that shit was always fucking sick.
Yeah. Like, I remember watching Counter-Strike before I even played it, and I was like, damn, this game looks like fun, but it looked way too intense for me to get into, because, I'm just a small brain league player.
Yeah. Oh my god, the worst part, though, with the fucking Major... was the goddamn fucking Cro-Magnons in the crowd cheering for
I
this
knew
shit.
it was coming. I was waiting for you to bring it up, bro. Yeah, the full eco frags. Let's go.
Yeah, fucking get hyped, boys. Our fucking Goliath is winning versus David. Oh wow. Yeah, these Argonauts don't stand a fucking chance.
Yeah, like, holy shit, they had no armor and Glocks and they ran into a 5-man stack of M4s. Good job.
Like, eco-frags can be hyped, like Xantaris fucking just getting one spray down ace in like 2 seconds. That's hype. That's like legitimately, okay, yeah, that was impressive. You fucking...
Yeah, or if the team on the eco round actually gets frags, then those are cool.
And before you had to be worried about that. Before it fucking mattered.
Yeah, now it's like, oh, they're on Glocks, whatever. We'll just fucking run into them anyways.
Actually,
it's the worst that can happen.
I just flipped to my next page of notes, and the first fucking thing I wrote was in all caps, taking up 2 lines.
Crowd sucks.
Literally cheering for eco frags. And the other fucking thing is, as well with that, is that right now there's so much fucking garbage time. Just time where everyone knows what's going to happen. The result is predetermined, and it's impossible even for, like, fucking really good casters, because that event had good casters. That grand final had good casters. It's impossible for them to fill the space with anything fucking entertaining, because it's just, you know what's gonna happen. It's
because you're not waiting for anything. Yeah, there's no suspense.
Yeah, it's just predetermined. Like, you're going through the fucking motions, and that's it. Like,
even when there is suspense, it's like, oh shit, like, both of those guys are one shot. The last guy alive's got a deagle and Kevlar and a nade, and he's on site alone. But it's like, even if he wins the round, it doesn't fucking matter. Like,
Yeah, like
you know, it doesn't matter at all.
fucking. And additionally, even with that, the teams right now, if this major is anything to go off of, and if what I recall from my time when I actually played is anything to go off of, it's turned into this. You have to play boring and conservative if you want a fucking chance to
Oh.
win. Like there's no room for fucking being out of position and trying to just be a fucking hero. You don't get the opportunity to do that because it just fucks you over now.
Yeah, like rest in peace entry fraggers, right?
Yeah, I mean, fucking rest in peace to all the fucking players who were known for being nuts, for like fucking just popping off and that shit. Except Simple. Simple's still fucking. He still finds a way, man. But even Zywoo, you know, big up and comer, right? Fucking wasn't he? I think he was rated the #1 player of last year.
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, above Simple for sure. I think yeah, I definitely think he was 1 and Simple was 2.
Yeah, he's fucking almost emblematic of the state of Counter-Strike right now, just because watching Zywoo, it's not like watching Simple where you're like, how the fuck can he do this? If I tried to do this, you know, I'd just get this would happen to me. It just wouldn't work. Right? Watching Zywoo is just like watching a fucking AI designed to play Counter-Strike. You know?
Yeah, so Zywoo did indeed finish rank 1 last season. I just looked it up.
Yeah, it's you know, and that's kind of cool, or it would be cool if that were an actual AI, but no, it's just this French guy. Like
yeah, honestly, but another point to bring up is like you got to give Astralis their credit in being able to perform no matter how the meta is. Like watching the old major and watching the Star Ladder Berlin, like they're still so methodical and like always have a plan in place, and it's still really cool to watch how they execute plays. You know.
yeah, I can kind of agree with that, and like from an analyst standpoint, like from a guy, you know, observing Counter-Strike, but not from a guy spectating Counter-Strike, right?
Yeah,
like, sure, Astralis has put in a shit ton of work. Astralis has put in a fucking lot of effort. They've been through a fucking lot. You know, I don't. If
it's just they're still so dominant in spite of like such a huge like adaptation that they've had to make
there's
to the new meta.
There is one motherfucking only one good reason to be an Astralis fan. And that reason is you liked them even when they were losing everything. You liked them back when Device was just a fucking choker, right? If you liked them then and now you're just like riding the hype train, like fucking pimping out like Macklemore.
Yeah, their util is insane though. Come on.
No, but that's the problem. That's part of the fucking problem.
I know, but I love it, dude. I love it. You ever in a pub, you hit that 4-man flash, fucking no one knows because they're not an Astralis fan?
Yeah, I mean, you're fucking hitting a 4-man flash.
You wouldn't know either because you're not a fucking
no
Astralis
one's
fan.
fucking waiting in M.
Yeah,
in fucking MM, no one's turning around.
It still feels good, okay? You know? You go around the corner, you're all fucking blind, and you kill one of them and then die anyways.
This motherfucker.
Because you suck.
This motherfucker plays under Balk every round, CT side of Mirage, sitting there with a fucking flash
banger,
every single fucking round. That is the one spot he fucking plays.
Yeah, 44 flashes is my PR in a game. Yeah, 44, and it was on Mirage.
Even when I was in fucking A-, I barely used fucking flashes. Like, I knew like 2 flashes in every map, and that was it. And
Well, you only need to know 1, baby. You can blind 44 fucking people.
And it would work.
Yeah, easiest fucking $200 investment you ever make.
I figured they'd learn to just fucking like turn around when they ran out or have one guy, but no,
Fuck no, bro. We're playing in gold. Are you kidding me? Even when I play face at that shit work. I'm like level 4, level 5, throwing that banger. Like not every round, obviously, but like still, how do you not know that one pop flash from under Bell? Under Palace.
It's so fucking busted, man.
Yeah, that shit. I love it, man.
Oh shit. So in my notes, I have stars next to the points that I for sure want to mention and bring up. And one of those, I was just going down through looking at the stars, is, I get to one star, that's the garbage time point, okay. And get to the next star, and it just says, Kriegs make me want to die.
I concur.
It, I fucking hate that you can't peek anything without getting fucking
Nothing.
punished.
Yeah, but like, don't worry, because you can buy nothing on the CT side to combat it at all. You cannot level the playing field at all.
Like, they nerfed the AUG into the fucking ground a fair bit, if I recall correctly. Like, they made it a lot worse, and I haven't seen as much of it. But they didn't nerf the fucking SG.
I haven't seen any AUGs either, really.
They didn't nerf the SG.
But it's okay, dude. They have to buy helmets.
Oh, right. That balances out the economy.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Actually, from what I understand, we're in the minority as far as our opinion goes on the current state of CS:GO. A lot of people fucking love it.
Yeah. See, that's the thing, right? Is a lot of people love it, but I feel like a lot of the people who are currently into that haven't really been through CS:GO, or if they have.
You think the people that are like hardcore into CS now weren't hardcore into CS, 2 years ago?
Yeah, I really, really doubt that. Just because, like, and
it makes sense. I mean, they made it free to play and fucking put all the skins in and all that shit.
Yeah, I would have played Counter-Strike without the fucking skins. I
yeah,
would have played Counter-Strike
why
without
I
the fucking
played
matchmaking. Honestly, I would have been playing Counter-Strike if I could only have played on ESEA. Or in
I
fucking
never played
pub
ESEA,
channels.
it was just Face
like,
it, but...
I would have been playing Counter-Strike if I had to be on IRC to do it. And the reason for that is because
there was no other game like it.
Yeah, no, it was just this fucking hardcore shooter where everything you fucking did mattered, and the only real way to get good at it was to identify every single fucking little mistake you ever made.
Literally, like, yeah, the shit you told me about. So I never got into it the way that you were into it. We already mentioned it earlier, but my experience with CS:GO is like 400 hours, and I was like MGE or whatever. That's like one below
DMG
LEM, right? Or DMG? Sorry, yeah. So I was one below DMG. And I got pretty much placed there out of my placement games, and then just deranked because I was shit. But yeah, I never had to like do any of that like super hardcore, like, holy fuck, what is this one single thing that I'm doing wrong? But like, part of that was just because like I used so much utility and like just understood how people play video games. Like, I still managed to hold my own. But yeah, you and your experience and the shit that you've told me about like your demo review, and like taking notes and like watching fucking like each player individually to like pick up on like the exact things that they're doing that you're not. It's like, holy fuck, dude, I don't have that kind of time in my life.
Notebooks full of fucking demo review shit from CS, man. Literally notebooks full.
Like, that's crazy. Like, I used to have to do that shit when I played football, man. You'd watch tapes and like take notes on the other team,
Yeah, I mean, I took it really seriously. I wanted to be a fucking
I guess
player.
it's something that I guess it was something you were pursuing.
Yeah, and I had, and I still do, I have such a fucking love for that game, and it just pains me to see it.
But you also fucking hate it.
Yeah, I mean, and the reason...
Because it's fucking dog shit.
Right now, I fucking hate it, just because all these decisions that they've made, that Valve has made, have been really, really good for them. Because Counter-Strike has reached some all-time high concurrent players, recently. Like,
that was the weekend of the most recent major, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure actually, but it set a lot of fucking records. It just keeps breaking and breaking records. And I chalk that up right now, not to the game being in a better place, but I'm putting that on the fact that it's getting easier and easier to pick up.
Not only that, but like, what the fuck else are you gonna play right now, dude?
Yeah, I mean, you can play fucking Fortnite, right?
Like if we didn't hate Counter-Strike so much, we'd probably be playing it right now too.
Yeah. It's just it's becoming easier to pick up. It's becoming more of a normie game than a competitive game in a lot of ways. I'm pretty sure that's why they haven't nerfed the SG, is because people don't understand how to fucking like
Well,
peak.
as soon as a game becomes free to play, it's a normie game, dude.
Yeah, I mean, free to play Counter Strike isn't free to play Counter Strike kind of ass though, or did they change it to make it so that
Yeah.
you can get to fucking like private rank whatever and get upgrade to
Dude,
prime?
as soon as you hit level 21, you still get prime.
Oh my fucking god, are you kidding me?
No, I'm dead serious, man. You think I spent money on my fucking account? I'm cheap as fuck. I leveled that shit up to prime by hand, baby.
Oh.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Free to play, by the way.
You fucking wondered why every single game there were fucking like spin botters and shit.
No, dude.
No fucking wonder.
No, I was in prime when we played.
Yeah, but you
'cause
didn't
you guys
pay
wouldn't
for the fucking account, you dingus.
What? Well, why was that? What does that matter if I'm still prime?
I don't know, man.
I'm still being
Trust
matched
factor,
with the same people.
Trust Factor is some 1984 shit, man.
Yeah. That shit. Basically, if you're low trust factor, fucking delete the account, transfer your skins to a new one, and fucking start over.
It's hell.
You'll never get out. Trust me.
Yeah, it's
Like we're both toxic enough that alone would get us in a low trust factor. Like,
I didn't.
Like you do not want to fucking open mic.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I described my love of Counter-Strike and how I feel about it now, like to my fucking family and shit when they asked me why I quit playing, right? What I said was, imagine you have a daughter, right? And you love her. She is the greatest thing in the world. You love playing with her, you love spending time with her. Everything you do
Yeah,
for
you
her.
fucking do.
Right?
Fucking weirdo.
What? Listen, whatever. No, not in a fucking weird way, you fucking dickhead. Wait.
Okay, you have a daughter, you love her, and you
God, why are you ruining
do
this?
everything
Why are you
for
ruining this
her.
fucking metaphor, you
Continue,
piece of
yeah.
shit? Why you gotta make me?
Well, I mean, like, fuck, dude, you're getting real fucking into it there.
No,
I don't know why you gotta be so
I'm
weird.
not I'm being evocative. I'm trying to fucking explain and absolutely convey my emotions.
So it's like this fucking baby to you. It's this child.
Yeah, no,
it's this precious fucking this creature.
Yeah, it's something you really fucking love. And, it's great. Yeah, it has some problems. Yeah, the pistols are a bit too strong. Yeah, some of the maps are kind of ass. I don't know what the deal is with Cobble. Yeah, you only got 32 tick fucking demos, or yeah, but it's fine because
and then that daughter gets put into a fucking coma.
No, listen. Then what happens is that you spend all this time with her. You fucking she's great. You take her out for ice cream and shit.
Yeah, she's great. Land the fucking plane.
And then she hits fucking puberty and she starts doing these weird things. She changes the pistols. You thought they were fine. You loved them the way they were.
Yeah, you love the pistols.
And, you don't really understand that. She's all into fashion now. She likes skins and she's, starting to try and...
doing her makeup and cosmetics.
Yeah. And then...
getting her fucking esthetician certificate.
And she starts...
diploma.
She stops hanging out with her old best friends, the best friends that she's had her whole life. She stops hanging out with, her friend.
Yeah, the best friends that you also
her
liked.
little friend Deagle, her two best friends, AK and M4, that weird fucking retarded kid, the M4A1S, like... She stopped spending her time around
you only
those
hung
people.
out with and invited to your birthday because your mom told you to.
Yeah, she...
then immediately regretted it.
She's now hanging out with, and she's bringing home these disgusting, stinky, like fucking, 19, 20-year-olds, and she's 14. She's bringing these, like, this guy named Krieg and this guy named Og over, and she's fucking yelling at you all the time now. She's fucking slamming the door in your face, and then you hear moaning coming from the room, and there's nothing you can do. And you wonder, you're left there to wonder, what happened to this perfect little girl? What did you do wrong? It broke my fucking heart. It really did. It really
Well,
fucking did.
Yeah, I mean, game's fucking shit. As you know, I played like before. I started playing like a couple months before they made the economy changes.
Oh, that's a bad time to
Yeah,
start, man.
yeah, and I was like big fucking into it, right? And like thought it was all big and great, and I was having a grand old time because it was like everything that I imagined from like watching the esports gameplay, you know.
Oh yeah, it was always the same
And
game.
then and then they were like, "Hey, fuck you!" All of a sudden, you're gonna start getting fucking one shot across the map by this scoped gun.
Like,
Uh,
there's a fucking like
oh, you have an op? That sucks.
I-
Here's a gun that's 2,000 less and does the same fucking thing.
back when I was in Silver 4, I remember I couldn't fucking do anything in that game. And my friend, he was a Supreme Master First Class. Like he was, if I was a no,
He's up there, baby.
he never did like the demo review shit that I did to get good. He was just
Yeah, he just did a bunch of Adderall.
he just fucking was full on hours. Like he would wake up, he would play 12 games of Counter-Strike, he would eat, and he would pass the fuck out and do it again the next day. That was how he got good.
Jesus.
Right? That was how he got good, and he did that for a while, man. And I remember I was trying to talk to him about the game because I was trying to figure shit out, and I was so proud of myself in Silver 4 because I was like, yeah, you know, I've been using the AUG a lot, and I can outpeak ops with the AUG. And he said, really?
Fuck yeah, you can.
And I said, yeah. And he went, right. But now, the thing is, I was fucking right. Little Silver 4 Too Nice fucking knew what he was talking about. Oh, God. I yearn for a simpler time.
You're also one of those people too. You make it so much harder on yourself to like grind out games because you're not a meta slave.
Yeah.
Like I came from League, so like if it's not meta, I don't want to fucking play it.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
You're one of those fucks.
Yeah, well, of course, just dirty basement dwelling fucking vampire, you know.
Yeah.
Just reek of Cheetos. Fucking
Cheetos.
white monster. Anyways, yeah, so like I had no fucking problem. People were like, yeah, you know, this gun's OP, use that shit. Be like, hell yeah. And then like I told you, I used to get flamed for using the op and shit, which, you know, so I stopped using it. But it was the only gun I was good with. So then I started to hate Counter-Strike. Then they made all the changes. Then I really hated it even more. Went back to opping. Now they fucked opping. So now I'm like pretty much, yeah, the game's just dead to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist in the Steam store.
Spiritually, I really think that. I think that even if you asked most of the professional players in private, they would tell you, like, especially the older ones, that they don't know what
Honestly,
the fuck
how many
happened
pros do you think? How many pros do you think are just playing the game still? Because A, they're either locked into contracts, or B, they don't know what else to do
Honestly,
or what else to play.
Honestly, at this point, I would wager that even fucking, like, Get Right, the most loyal Counter-Strike loving motherfucker in the world, I would wager that even he is getting fucking fed up with this shit. Because Shocks...
Like, honestly, someone like that, dude, like, just as soon as you see the economy changes as a pro player, if you're not locked into a contract, that's the point where you go, fuck it, I'm a streamer now.
Yeah,
you
right?
know,
like, fucking Shocks, it was last year sometime that he fucking tweeted out, you know, it was fun while it lasted, but we need to get the old Counter-Strike identity back.
Yeah, honestly,
And-
like, just the intensity of the rounds.
Yeah, like... Actually, let's segueing
that's a
into
good-
the fucking...
Yeah, awesome transition.
Good
all
transition,
planned as
Darb.
according to our outline that we obviously wrote before doing a podcast.
I have so many pages of notes. I hated that fucking Berlin series so much. Fucking... So, my Audacity crashed. I think it actually crashed 3 fucking times. Which, I mean, it was bound to happen eventually. I didn't necessarily anticipate it happening on the first episode, but that's okay. I took the
We got it out of the way, baby. Let's go.
I took the liberty to find my Boston major notes.
So, I mean, I didn't have to stall.
The stalling was done by the program. The program fucking
Yeah, it was
cut me
fucking
off.
perfect timing. It was great.
It said, this motherfucker needs a minute.
All right, so you were.
I wanted to talk
going
about
to say
how how it actually like pulled me in, even knowing what was going to happen. In the first map, there was a real fucking moment super early on, right? There was that when Ska almost got the fucking 3K retaking A.
Yeah.
That was fucking sick. It made me invested. It was like, oh,
Yeah,
you know?
he was that close, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking teeny.
And it would have been
bit.
crazy too if he did it too. Like so critical.
Absolutely, and it made you start fucking believing. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, honestly, like you didn't think Cloud9 was winning that, right?
No, of course not. Are you kidding me? Because they picked
No, like,
fucking Mirage against FaZe, and I thought, okay, Mirage, they have an okay chance. And I literally, when Cloud9 lost Mirage, because of how fucking dominant FaZe was on Overpass, especially
Yeah.
against Cloud9, I seriously
Yeah.
almost fucking turned off the stream. Like, I was actually about to stop watching and just go play, because I thought, all right, well, it's over.
Yeah, that's.
But it wasn't over.
No, it wasn't over at all.
It
Like,
super wasn't over, dude.
FaZe threw the fuck out of that game, though, man.
The Overpass game?
No, the last game.
You think so?
I really do, man. I noticed so many things when I was watching the game that they could have done that would have made like such a difference.
Can you give me an example?
Yes, there was. Hang on, let me see if I wrote down what round it was particularly. Yes, so it was 13-8 for FaZe, okay? Like, that's huge. You're up 5 rounds, right? And they were winning the round. So, sorry, this was round 12, and that I wrote it down 13-8 because they had won the round at the end of it. So, it was 12-8. FaZe had the bomb planted with 3 people up on B site. They knew that Ska and I think it was Rush were both in construction, and there was nowhere for them to go. Right, obviously because they had full B take.
Yeah.
Knew that there was nowhere for them to go. All 3 of the players on FaZe left through Car, and Rush and Ska got an AK from B site. And then the following round, Stu got a 2K right at the start at Banana with the
yeah, I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then like not only that, but the AK Rush saved also got like another like 1 or 2 kills at the end. And then not only does that shift momentum, but they were on a CZ and a Mag 7, so they just super upgraded their guns for nothing. Even if FaZe left 1 player behind, threw the guns off the map, push them in construction, anything. You cannot give 2 AKs away to people that have Kevlar and a CZ and a Mag 7.
Yeah, no,
like
for
they just
sure.
hit the
like,
lotto.
That's a presence of mind type thing, where like fucking right now, given how thorough all the teams are, right? They probably would have just fucking thrown the AKs up on the roofs.
But they were throwing guns off the map like all major, man.
Yeah, fair point.
They
Maybe
were throwing AKs, they were throwing ops. Both teams were doing it. Like even if you leave 1 player behind and both the players from C9 kill you and get AKs anyways, like at least make the fucking attempt.
Yeah.
Like don't just give it up for free. Like make them work for it, man, you know? Suicide to the bomb and kill them in construction if you have to. Like anything that isn't just giving 2 AKs away for free.
Those fucking rounds were nuts, man. I think in that whole map there were only like 2 saves, like 2 rounds where a save was called and they didn't attempt a retake on either side.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and it was always fucking just down to the wire, you know, tooth and nails. And that's one of the fucking things that old Counter-Strike was so fucking good at, was creating tension and creating moments. You know?
You know how you mentioned earlier the Skadoodles play there?
Yeah.
On site? So that was on round 5, I think, or 4?
Round 4.
So round 4, I have holy fuck, FaZe actually broke as fuck 5-0 eco round. And then I wrote right after that, Ska's a fucking animal. Everyone played so damn good on C9. That was another point I wanted to bring up too. I feel like everybody on Cloud9 Like, you know, when you're in the fucking zone and like
Yeah,
you just
yeah,
like you're stomping nerds, you're like playing out of your life, and like everything you do is just the correct thing to do.
Yeah, 100%.
So I feel like everybody on Cloud9 just had that particular day all at the same time. You know, like they were all just on. Even my man Tarek was fucking popping off. You know,
Yeah,
like the one time Tarek pops off and it's in a Boston major fucking final. You know, like.
Yeah,
like, and he deserved MVP, dude. He played fucking insane. Like everybody did. It's like, how do you even pick someone, man?
I feel like Stewie deserved it more personally, but I'm
Tim
kind of
fucking Tim had some clutches.
Oh my
Scott clutched out. Stewie had so many entries. Tarek had so many fucking clutches that Tarek should have never won. Like
the goddamn round where Tim was in water and it was Guardian 1v2. That shit, I remember. I fucking stood up in my chair. I was sitting. I remember where were you when the fucking Boston Major happened? I was sitting downstairs eating breakfast. And
I was watching that shit too, dude.
I stood up from my chair. You know, everyone's downstairs. They're doing their thing. I just stood up. I yelled, "No!" It was fucking
I love
nuts.
Tim. As you know, Tim's like one of my favorite players, and that major was actually like one of the things that like cemented that for me.
Yeah, Tim was one of the guys that when I was trying to get good, I studied the most because Tim was also a big demo review guy.
Yeah.
So his play is always super fucking polished.
Yeah, and very methodical and very well thought out, yeah.
Yeah, oh my fucking god, even just watching it back, I got shivers again.
Yeah, like it was still intense to watch.
But look at the time. Fucking Bardolph yelling, but look at the time. That shit fucking got me.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's when, what's his name's the last one on site, eh? And he fucking goes for the... He peeks CT to kill them both, right?
Yeah, it was... Oh my god.
Wait, maybe we're thinking of another time. I think it was Zipnex or somebody who was on B site, and the bomb was ticking, and he killed the guy on site, and there's two guys coming from CT, and he had 5 seconds left. So if he tapped the bomb, he dies anyways, and he went for the peak, and like that literally was his only chance, was to like one tap them both, you know, and like in a second, and then defuse, like, yeah, it was so close. Like, yeah, everything was so intense, and everybody played so goddamn good.
I think you mean Nico, with the fucking, because I remember that.
Yeah, I have no idea. I can't remember who it was. You know, I'm terrible with names like that.
He was trying to plant the bomb at Oranges.
Yeah, trying to plant it. Yeah, that's what he was doing.
Yeah, he faked it once, then he turned to the CT smoke, and I think it was Rush came through it, and Nico didn't hit the headshot.
Yeah, but there was still another player alive anyways, I think. But they were both coming from CT.
Like he
could have done it. If he got the first kill, and you know, he would have had like 3 seconds to find that last kill.
Yeah,
it was so intense, man.
The other thing is that the fucking casters just added to it, you know?
Oh yeah, they get so hype, and like, well, I mean, how could you not though?
Right, like
imagine casting that game.
Dude, DDK has fucking casted the best games, the best matches ever played in fucking 2 esports after that. He casted the best match of Quake Live ever fucking played, and he casted the best match of Counter-Strike ever fucking played. Like, that's a fucking hell of a resume, man.
Yeah, you'd go as far as to say that's the best game of Counter-Strike, is that final game?
I would say that is for me, for my money.
You have more viewing experience. That's why I asked, because I would definitely say it's the best game that I've watched, but small sample size.
Yeah, it is. If not the best game that I've watched, definitely up there, and definitely the most memorable. The Astralis versus Gambit match at PGL Krakow was also fucking nuts. That was a really fucking good match.
I don't think I'm familiar with that one.
Fucking... So Astralis was still really good. Like, they were threatening
of course.
To be, a real major winner in 2017.
Yeah.
And, but Gambit, right, this no-name fucking team cobbled together by Zeus and a bunch of Kazakh guys, right, There's this one fucking moment in that match where Zeus calls a fucking timeout on a full eco, right? And then he just sits yelling
And
in
people
fucking
people asked
T-Spawn.
him what he said, and he said, "Listen, you fucking twat, you do what I fucking say, and we win," or something, right? Like,
No, I don't remember. I don't think
something.
he ever shared what he fucking said.
Yeah,
but
no, he definitely did. There's an interview where like people were like, "Zeus, what did you say in that timeout?" You know, and he literally says like, "I just told my team to fucking listen," like.
Yeah, it was
Because after that timeout, they started playing really well and then won, right?
yeah.
And Zeus, if I remember correctly, was like mechanically dog shit, but for some reason was an insane IGL, right?
Yeah, no, Zeus, the thing with him, right, is that he's a weird fuck. He has more hours in Counter-Strike than any other professional, or he did when he played, because he
Yeah.
just sits in fucking game idling. Like, he just sits at the main menu while he does other shit, and pretty much no one else does that. And he's terrible fucking mechanically, but the motherfucker's a brain and a half. Like, the guy is smart as fuck, and he's really good at rallying. You know,
Yeah,
he gets you
for
fucking
sure.
into the fucking game. If you're having an off day, you're not when you're playing with Zeus.
Yeah, that's awesome. I respect the fuck out of that. But yeah, now I definitely do know the one you're talking about now that you
That's
brought that up.
That's another personal favorite, but I'm biased because PGL was my first major.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was insane. I just, as soon as you said that, I just remember seeing a clip of fucking Zeus saying what he said to his team. I remember laughing so goddamn hard, dude. Like, imagine that's all you say. Like, you're losing in a major, you call a timeout just to tell your team to smarten the fuck up, and they actually do. And then you win, you know? Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's awesome. I respect the fuck out of that.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking good.
Yeah, also, the Boston 2018 major was pre-Guardian getting fat.
Guardian was fat as fuck, dog. It was pre him getting really fat.
Yeah,
like,
there we
mentally
go.
fat.
Yeah, he was still good, like, you know, fat enough that he was still able to play. But, you know, like, there's a reason why all the pro CSGO players are in good shape. The good ones, anyways.
Yeah, they're all fucking, like, pretty much all the best in any video game are in really good shape right now.
Well, I mean, let's be real, dude. If you're getting paid a shit ton of money, like, to play a video game, like, you might as well hit the gym for an hour a day.
Yeah, if they're not fucking, like, fit, then they're really thin. Like, I'm thinking of the Quake guys. Like, Cooler's got some fucking
Well, that's just
arms.
all the fucking coke and Adderall they do to keep up with the fucking game, you know? Like,
Fucking toxic. I think back in, like, way back in 2004 or some shit, he said that he spent more time at the gym than he spent playing Quake, and he was the best in the world at the time.
yeah, like, I mean, there's definitely a correlation.
They're serious. However, he does not work out because his excuse is that
No, but
it'll
he's
ruin
skinny,
his aim.
isn't he? Isn't he just
No,
tiny?
Sirius is not skinny. Sirius is he's got a dad bod going.
Does he?
Yeah, he's got like my fucking physique going, you know, like at least if I recall correctly.
Bro, that ain't no dad bod, bro. You like two dad bods.
Fuck you. Fuck you, you piece of shit. I fucking finally show you a goddamn fucking picture of me. You fucking tear into me like that. At least you don't have a fucking
It's
butt
for the
chin.
views. It's for the views.
It's
It's for
for
the
the
clout.
Fuck
I mean,
you.
yeah, at least you don't have a butt chin. That's fair.
Listen, and fucking because of this silhouette shit, everyone can see my fucking double chin and my neck beard. Alright? Like,
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. It's perfect. Man. All right, we're
What the
getting
fuck
to
were we
50 minutes, so let's fucking get some closing points. What do you think are some of the biggest differences in the economy, like as far as, or in the game, as far as like actual gameplay goes, like not from like a viewer standpoint, like when you were playing Counter-Strike, what, like, how do you feel playing now versus how you did originally?
the game is just a fucking blur, right? It's not a
Like,
series of
I
definable...
know what you mean, like, but it's just your autopilot the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. There's not. It's not a
Like
series
from
of definable
pistol
fucking...
round to the end, you're just going through the motion.
Yeah, it's not a
Yeah, yeah.
sequence of definable moments which you remember through things that you've done. Instead, it's just a blur of you having the idea of playing Counter-Strike. Psychologically, that's how I fucking feel.
Yeah, like you
And
know that you've loaded the game. You know that it's technically on your screen, and what you're seeing is, in fact, Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
yeah,
But are
and
you really playing Counter-Strike?
you can't. Is it really Counter-Strike if you can't fucking peek anything?
Is it
If
really Counter-Strike if you can't just keep your opponent broke as fuck all game?
Yeah, like if you can't just like you're supposed to have games where you fucking just choke people out, like where people don't even have a chance to fucking
Yeah,
play.
there was
Pretty
so many
much.
different approaches too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like you could play like such a bitch around the economy if you knew that they had no money. Like if you knew a team was going on an eco round or a force buy and you gave them not a single opportunity to shoot at you, you know, like just held corners, held
Yeah.
angles on sites, like just played like like defaults, like super passive. Like they're forced to do something and they're not going to get a free kill and they're, you know, not going to get a gun, they're not going to get any money, etc., etc., not going to get a bomb plant. So then they're looking at, you know, another eco or another force.
Yeah, the fuck, I was gonna say something, wasn't I? I was gonna.
Probably.
Yeah, no.
It's a fucking
You figure
podcast.
that's the point of a podcast is that I say so. I should.
Typically.
Yeah, man, motherfucker, why don't I write?
You
this
know what?
shit?
Fuck. You know what? Fuck it, dude. We'll break the cycle. Let's finish in silence. How many people you think clicked out? Shit.
I don't know. I think most people probably hovered over the little bar to see how much time was left.
Oh, dude, oh no.
Oh,
We're going down in flames already.
Oh yeah.
All right, what is one of your favorite memories from the old Counter-Strike?
One of my favorite oh my god, I have so fucking many. I have still saved...
gameplay-wise, not spectator-wise.
I have still saved from back when I was a fucking Silver Elite, the profile pictures that were designed for the very first fucking team, like this little pub team that I played on, with a bunch of gold
You're on a
Nova guys.
pub team, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I was a high
Do you have a Discord server and
esports,
everything?
baby.
High authority
esports.
God damn, you were a feared name, weren't you?
Oh
Down
yeah.
to your fucking Gold Nova 4 games.
I also remember in retake servers, I ended up switching from my my main account to a different account, just because I was really in elo hell on my main account, like 200 matches played, literally impossible. I went back to that account after I was in rank A, and I tried to get it out of silver, and I actually couldn't, no matter how much I won. Like that is how much I was in elo hell. So
Dude,
I
just
switched.
get good.
You're right, man. Fuck.
Just fucking just all you have to do is click on their heads. Counter-Strike is purely an aim-based game. Just spend more time in Kovacs, you'll get out of fucking silver, I promise.
Oh yeah, dude.
Don't watch demos, don't watch any pro players, fuck that shit. Just work on your click timing.
Oh yeah, man. It's really...
I mean, that's how I got so good, right? I was practically
you got the
global.
league game, boy.
Yeah, I got the fucking MOBA timing, baby.
No, but
Fucking A.
I remember as well. I had to switch accounts, and just because of the elo health thing, right? And I was playing in a retake server, and this is after I'd been playing on my new account for a while. I had like 300 hours or something like that, and so in total I had like 700 at the time, and motherfuckers kept, like, good players kept calling me a fucking cheater, like, and that was just so confusing. It was so confusing.
Yeah, that annoyed the fuck out of me too, dude. Like playing a game, or particularly Counter-Strike, like just because you're better than somebody, like they automatically assume that you're a cheater, and it got infinitely worse when they made the game free to play, and it did not matter that you're on a Prime account.
Yeah.
Prime meant nothing, bro. I had thousands of dollars of skins, and people would like public inventory, public friends list, like hundreds of hours played, you know, and I'd hit like 2 1Ds and people would be like, fucking hacks reported, fucking clipped it, sending it to fucking Valve, like customer support. Like, geez, man.
I
Somebody
actually
play the fucking game.
I have a folder on my computer full of demos just called Cheat Police, which is full of Face It
Of course you do.
full of Face It and ESEA demos where people on the other team called me a cheater just so I could listen to their comms and hear what they had to say. Oh my god, some of the shit that they said was so fucking funny.
It's definitely fucking hacking. There's no fucking way.
No, listen. I made a man lose his fucking mind. I made motherfuckers throw their headphones. I have it's on my alt Steam account, some of the quotes, and one of them is from this guy named Kev. And I don't think he still plays, but I ended up making friends with him afterwards.
If he does and he's listening, fuck you, Kev.
No, Kev is fine.
Oh, never mind. No, fuck you, Kev.
He said, it started off one round, he said, yeah, this guy's not legit. Like, that's fucking retarded. And then, and then after I fucking just decimate him that round, because I was just having one of those games where I was fucking going off like 3 kills or whatever. He says, this dude is not fucking legit. Like, fucking just
he's like some 35-year-old dad. He just put his kids to sleep. He's trying to play some like silver or some, fucking Face It. And you're out there just ruining his night, man.
His profile picture was of a car,
waking his
too,
kids
so
up
you
yelling
know
at
he's a
CS:GO.
fucking dad.
Fuck yeah, he is.
I don't understand the car profile pictures. I don't fucking get it.
Well, it's so you go faster.
Speed up.
Yeah. Yeah, it gives you additional ups, dude.
Like fucking Paladins, your profile picture, you're assembling your deck at the start of the game.
What the fuck's this guy doing in Spawn, dude? Why is he sitting crisscrossed? Like,
You're thinking your artifacts.
Fucking, he's assembling his deck, dude. What do you mean? Yeah, honestly, it's the next thing into Counter-Strike. Fucking heroes and champions and fucking abilities. You'll be fucking wall running and shit, you know?
Dude, they fucking the identity of Counter-Strike is just fucking completely gone. They added the player models, the fucking player models. Like it's fucking Fortnite, dude. You see your fucking sleeves. You see your sleeves, your gloves, and your gun. What fucking view model offset are you playing on that you need fucking super duper special sleeves? What's the fucking point other than making it so that the map designer's fucking work goes to waste? Like, what the fuck are you thinking?
Yeah, imagine playing a competitive shooter and wanting to fucking look at your gun.
Oh my god.
Right? Like, imagine wanting to see more of your character.
Yeah, fucking CG_drawgun0, man. Like, holy fucking shit. I would have killed for that in fucking Counter-Strike. You know, like, you don't know until you fucking played with Drawgun0 on that fucking, just the power of only having a crosshair and your enemy on your fucking screen. Like, it's immense. It's fucking immense.
I'm just playing a fucking aim trainer.
Seriously. Fucking hell.
This game's so fucking easy.
You remember that one time?
What scenario is this, dude? Where's the fucking leaderboards?
You remember that one time you tried to convince me that Quake was just Kovacs? Or no, it was Reflex.
It is.
You said was exactly Kovacs.
It is, dude. It's just better aim wins every time.
No,
Duel is just is just better LG and who has the bigger shaft, dude.
That's not what Duel is.
Yeah,
you fucking dingus.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Cycle LG, cycle shaft, or cycle fucking rail, and you're good.
It's just LG and red.
That's all you need. Fuck armor, fuck mega, fuck spawn killing, none of that shit.
Oh my god.
Just cycle the best guns and you'll be good.
Yeah, man, I have, like, if they had added a fucking, like, if they had just let you change your FOV in Counter-Strike, if they had made changes that people didn't ask for, but that were still good for the competitive community, that would have been so much fucking better than adding all of this fucking unnecessary garbage. Just because I used to, on a fucking GTX 960... I fucking used to get over 500 frames per second on Mirage.
They ruin the performance for sure.
I'm on a 16 fucking 60 Ti, I think,
Something like that.
My mom bought it, dude. I don't fucking know. She put it in the computer. I said thank you. You know,
Fucking gave her a kiss on the cheek. Thanks, Mom.
Shut the fuck up.
Fucking loser.
Fuck you. Oh my god. No, but fucking I can't.
Yeah, it runs like shit now. Yeah,
I can't
terrible.
break 200 frames, and because fucking they don't have multi-threaded input or anything like that, your sensitivity is tied to your fucking FPS, which basically means that you're just fucked if you're used to having actually decent mouse
especially if
input.
you're having fluctuations as well.
Dude, it actually makes
then you're getting
mouse...
inconsistencies.
That's the fucking real reason why mouse accel is not usable in that game, is because it calculates speed between frames, like the distance that your mouse moved between frames, to determine the amount of acceleration to put on it, which fucks you
when you skip frames.
Hard. Yeah, when you skip fucking frames. I've literally, in a fucking DM, I would have to, when I played with mouse accel in deathmatch, I used to have to lower my accel settings so that it would feel the same as when I was playing an actual game. Like
yeah, like that's fucking,
like, all this fucking unnecessary bullshit. Just if you would just let us fucking have Fulbright models, CG Dragon Zero. I understand that you can't really do that because of skins, but just something close.
Yeah,
like,
because you're trying to make more money than you already made, and your game's dying, and you had to do something.
The game wasn't dying, though. That's the thing with Counter-Strike, is that if your audience is inherently hardcore, you don't have to work very hard to please them.
Oh, no. I mean, it was dying after they fucked everything.
Oh, yeah, fair point.
Like, they had, like, we left, personally, like, we haven't played since, really. Like, we tried.
Yeah, the last time I, like, took Counter-Strike seriously was November 2018.
Yeah, I mean, like, what, we played, like, a game, and we're getting called cheaters after not playing for, like, 2 months and getting flamed and shit, and we're just like, fuck this shit, and both left the game, like...
Yeah, we both left, and we went to play... What was it that we went to play?
I literally think we went and played Apex. Yeah, Apex or Fortnite.
Just went to go play Fortnite after
like,
that.
something also shitty, but better than CSGO. Like...
Yeah, I mean, fucking...
I don't know, man. Yeah, so they had to add something, right? They got to make their money. I mean, like, the game's been out for how fucking long? 40 years now?
It's
something like
since
that.
The Great Depression, I think.
Yeah, honestly, since fucking 1800s, dude. It's been around since the internet, actually.
Almost as old as chess, really.
Nearly, yeah.
Yeah, before you had to play it.
And definitely more skill-based.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, far more advanced.
RNG in a skill-based game! Oh my god!
Oh, fuck, dude.
Fuck.
Alright, man, let's wrap this shit up. It's been a good fucking hour.
Alright, yeah.
Chatting about this shit.
So this was the ramblings of two fucking Luddites on Counter-Strike. We had some technical hiccups, but ultimately, you know, we still had fun. If you enjoyed the podcast as well, feel free to fucking click things that are probably in the description. I'm not the one. All right. I'm only uploading to YouTube.
So if we're uploading on YouTube, then don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment if you enjoyed what you saw. Also, we will be uploading to Buzzsprout and Podbean. If you use either of those platforms, you can follow us on there and download the podcast there as well. And also, don't forget to follow us on our Twitter and Instagram, and we will also have a Discord server coming soon, pending we get enough interest. Our social plugs are at the Hardstuck Duo on Twitter and the Hardstuck Duo on Instagram.
That was really well done. I have no idea how you managed to get all that out like that clearly at once. Even I understood what you fucking meant. And I don't use any of these.
I'm a fucking wizard.
Oh, yeah, man. You're a fucking social media mogul.